Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of someone breaking down because they couldn't find their size in store. We've heard several complaints from people in the past saying there's a lack of plus-size garments available in store, and now this lack of availability has finally pushed someone over the edge. We're also going to be taking a look at a couple of bonus clips from more people complaining about a lack of plus-size clothes, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
The worst part about being fat is not the weight. It's the amount of missed opportunities that you miss because of it. I got invited to a red carpet event. That's something I used to dream about, dream. And I'm literally this close to saying fuck it and not going because I can't find a fucking dress.
Alright, here's another person that can't find plus-size clothes, but they're actually breaking down. We've heard a lot of complaints in the past.
It's me. That doesn't look like I'm going to a quinceañera or a prom.
Okay, you can't find any fashionable clothes to go to your red carpet event?
I just left 5 stores and spent hours looking online, and there's nothing that says she's arrived.
Okay, so they do have clothes, but they don't have anything that says she's arrived. I don't know where to find such a garment either, honestly. Are we supposed to have an outfit that says that we've arrived? Because does this polo say that? Wait a minute, have I been doing this wrong this whole time? Okay, so they have plus-size garments, but they're just not as fashionable as you would like.
You know, don't get me wrong. I know I'm not here sopping about being fat. I know I did this to myself partially. There's, of course, other factors.
Partially, there's other factors. Okay, that mentality is not helping us. We need to take full accountability for where we are if we actually want to change. We don't need to beat ourselves up, but we do need to acknowledge that we're the ones that put ourselves here if we ever want to get ourselves out of this situation. Like I've said a million times in the past, it may make us feel better emotionally to try to pretend like we don't have ownership of where we are currently, but that also leaves us in a helpless position. If I'm not the one who put myself here, then I'm not the one who can get me out of this either. Luckily, I am the one who put myself there, therefore I am the one who can get myself out of this.
But I'm working so hard to lose it. And until I do, I don't deserve to feel beautiful. I don't deserve to have clothes that...
You deserve to be wherever you have put yourself. I don't know why we're crying into the camera and saying I don't deserve clothes. You said they had plenty of clothes, but none of them said she's arrived. Whatever that means. So you're really caught up on trying to look super fancy through your clothes or whatever stuff. When we deserve something, then we work hard to give it to ourselves. We don't deserve something that somebody else has to give to us because they don't deserve to work for us. We get that, right?
Look beautiful. I don't want to keep saying no to the opportunities because I won't feel pretty enough or cool girl enough, or I don't want to look like a 50-year-old grandma.
It sounds like you're insecure and that's why you're choosing to miss opportunities. I don't want to keep saying no to the opportunities because I won't feel pretty enough or cool girl enough. Okay, so you think that feeling pretty or cool girl enough comes from clothes and makeup and stuff like that, and you feel you're not getting equal access to these clothes that make you look cool or whatever. Maybe we've got our priorities wrong, you know?
I just want to look like the bad bitch I am, and that's so real. What?
Okay, well that doesn't come from clothes, unfortunately. I'm not trying to be mean. Becoming the best version of ourselves doesn't always just involve clothes shopping. The clothes shopping might come later on.
Where are their clothes for that don't cost $10,000s?
I haven't seen these clothes that cost tens of thousands of dollars. Is that how much all the good plus-size garments cost? What the heck?
With that being said, I really don't want to miss this event.
So go to the event, dress up in the best clothes that you have, put your best face forward and all of that.
It's something I used to dream of, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity. So please, if you know anyone in LA, the event is literally in 5 days. If you know anyone in LA that's a stylist, or if you're a brand and you want to help a girl out, or any designers, like if you're a designer, I will promote their out of you.
Okay, I don't know what you expect out of clothes. Like, it seems like you're putting your whole identity, your whole image, your whole self-worth into a super nice outfit. I need to get a really, really nice outfit that's really gonna make me look great or whatever for this event. A lot of people work on themselves, so they're not so caught up on the clothes that they're wearing. They can kind of make the outfit instead of vice versa. I'm not saying that to be mean, but it seems like we're trying to externalize all of our self-worth into clothes.
Please let me know or tag someone. Tag brands, tag your favorite brands that you know have dresses that look like this.
Okay, you're looking for those kind of dresses. But those all go like on a specific type of... I'm not gonna complete that statement.
And not like I'm going to a prom or quinceañera, please.
Do we have any work to do ourselves? Do we have any accountability in this situation? Do they make dresses that look like that for plus-size bodies that would actually look appropriate?
I'm really done letting life pass me by.
Because you couldn't get the dress that you wanted. I love that sad music in the background. You could put that on anything and it would sound sad. That was quite the breakdown over a dress. I feel like we're putting our entire identity and self-worth into clothes, which is kind of silly. One of the reasons that a lot of people decide to turn their life around is so they'll have access to more clothes. Also, those type of dresses are only made for a certain physique, likely because they only look appropriate on a certain physique. So there were several stores that had your size, but none of those clothes said, "She's arrived." What do we expect out of clothes? Like, this one dress is going to completely turn our lives around and we literally don't have to do anything. So we finally saw somebody completely break down over a dress. I knew this day would come. Next, she's going to be responding to this comment that reads, "Potentially they don't sell and they were losing money. If it was a huge seller, it would still be there."
River Island, Topshop, H&M, Lucignac, and now the ASOS and Adidas collaboration are all brands that have or tried to reduce their size inclusion of their ranges. This is not just a one-off. This is a trend we're seeing across the industry as brands are pulling back their plus-size offerings. Now, you might be going, "Hey, Hannah, that's because we live in the era of GLP-1s. Everyone's a..."
Hey, Hannah, that's because we live in the era of GLP-1s. You were right. I did think and say that. How did you know?
losing weight. Maybe there's just not that many UK size 30s available.
Maybe they're all just losing weight. Maybe there's just not that many size 30 UKs available.
And it's just not worth the brand's money.
And it's just not worth the brand's money. How did you know I would say all this, Hannah?
To cater to them anymore. There's just less of them, right?
That is exactly what I said and thought.
Wrong. I think we're being led to believe that everyone and their mum is on Ozempic, and you might be feeling it too. But the stats, according to Google, so let's take this with a pinch of salt. According to Google, 1.6 million people in the UK are on a GLP-1, 90% of paying for it privately.
How many people are in the UK?
And there are 55 million adults.
Thank you. Okay. All right, that's a very low percentage.
So that's about 3% of the adult population are on GLP-1. 3% of the population feels like too small a proportion to influence the entire fashion industry. But we are forgetting that the fashion industry is fatphobic.
What? How can an industry that sells clothes be fatphobic? Wouldn't they just stop selling clothes? They're like, man, we dislike fat people so much. We're just going to give them not enough sizes. That's what we're going to do. We're not just going to get out of this industry entirely. We don't hate them that much. We're just not going to carry enough sizes for them. We hate them that much. Just We hate them enough to just not carry enough of the sizes that they need.
And thin as in has not been as this loud in decades, right?
Attractive, healthy bodies never went out of style.
Right? Means there's still a lot of plus size people still around, and they need clothes. And these brands have decided that they would rather not have our money. This is the bit I can't.
Okay, so what I'm getting from this, once again, is that there is a lack of plus size clothing out there in the world, and you need me to make more. How about, okay, this is for that last girl who was having sort of a fashion situation type deal. She had a red carpet event. How about a shirt with that on it? Would you wear a shirt with that particular image on it to your red carpet event? I think it's very formal. I think it's very fancy. That could go to a funeral. That could go to a wedding on a shirt. Let's not get crazy. Don't put that on pants. Are you out of your goddamn mind? We put that on a shirt. We take it to a wedding. We take it to a funeral. We take it to a red carpet event. I'll put a mustache on the shirt. I'll put a picture of me like this. Yeah? Why are you leaving? Why are you guys leaving? Why are you leaving? All right, here's what we do. I make you a polo just like this. It's got my face on it, right across the back. And on the bottom it says snatched. What's up? What's up? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? No? Oh. Okay. Whatever then. I'll just go.
Can't understand when it comes to capitalism, because capitalism has by any means maximize your profit, exponential growth until it comes to fat people, and then our money is all of a sudden not good enough for them.
Okay, well that lets you know that it wasn't profitable then, doesn't it? Right? You think brands just dislike you personally? You think that brands have emotions and likes and dislikes? You think that brands are sentient? Okay, I hate to break it to you, but I think brands just want to make money, and they will do whatever is profitable. So if selling you clothes was profitable, they would have done it. I'm guessing. I mean, I'm no economist or whatever, but I understand the basics a little bit.
These brands would rather just not see us in their clothes than take our money.
That makes so much sense.
And that's when you realize fat phobia is more powerful than capitalism.
Yep, that's clearly what brands are doing. We would love to have your millions of dollars, but I would rather stick it to you. Screw all that money. I have to stick it to larger people. Millions of dollars is okay, I guess, but I'd rather stick it to larger people. That's what really does it for me. That's what really pays the bills. When they send me the electric bill in the mail, as a guy who owns a fashion company, instead of sending them back a check to pay for that electric bill, I send them back a picture of larger people crying. That's the only currency I need. I pay for everything with that bad boy. I'll take that Bentley. Yes, of course, sir. That'll be $300,000. Okay, well, I don't have any cash money. I gave up on that long ago. But I do have a picture of a larger person crying, which I've been using as currency. See, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. No matter how much you dislike somebody, you got bills to pay, right? You got bills to pay? I got bills to pay. I can't pay these bills in tears. They did not accept that last time I tried it. They mail me the electric bill. I just cry into the envelope, seal it up, and mail it back. They open it up, they're like, what the hell? This is all tears. Huh? What the hell? How did they know that those were tears? You guys are really good at identifying liquids. I'm sorry. What the hell? Where's this going? Next.
Being fat is wild.
Yeah, it is. Party. Woo! Ow!
Because what do you mean that I went to a market the other day? They do like these quarterly markets and they like travel around. And they're some of the best markets that I've ever gone to. I am an 18-20. Most of the time,
I'm a 10. Sorry.
I don't find clothes anywhere I'm shopping. Sometimes I find something.
Okay, I think 18 is fairly common, right?
So tell me why.
Tell me why.
Get to this market. And here's my controversial take. If you're a skinny girl at a market selling clothes,
get the fuck out. Get your skinny
I don't give your booth a minute, a second of my time.
Why? I have some lovely trinkets. I made them all by hand. What is the problem?
Because I automatically know your clothing is for people like you.
Or I just work there. What do you mean? What are you talking about? If a skinny person works at a booth, I don't know what she's talking about, going to like a swap meet or something like that for clothes or so. I don't know, something like that. Some sort of thing where individuals sell items like from booths. So yeah, like a swap meet. So you assume if the person at the booth selling the clothes isn't living in a larger body, that they won't have plus sizes available. That's bizarre. I'm just here to sell clothes, dude. I sell all different types of clothes. If I was going somewhere to sell clothes, I might sell plus sizes, even though I'm not plus size. Like, so that's really crazy. You're missing out on so many good clothes, dude.
Unless you're a company that specifically markets your sizing on your signage and says that you're size inclusive up to 2X, 3X, 4X, whatever, unless you specify, I will not be going to your market little booth.
Okay, but some of those people might sell plus sizes, and we're the ones missing out by not checking. I bet some of them had some dope-ass plus sizes.
So I walk into this market. There's all of these handmade ceramics and stained glass and beautiful paintings. Now, I am walking through, and I see this booth that has this really cool fringe hot pink snowsuit.
And we are drawn to the fringe hot pink snowsuit. Okay, go get it. It's for you, dude.
I immediately clock it for being like a size 10, so I know it's not even near what size I need.
You immediately clocked it as being a size 10? From across the room? Dang, you're good.
And then the girl who's at the booth comes up to me and my partner, and we're like, oh my God, hi, come take a look around. Feel free to look. She's like, and I have a $5 jean bin here. Feel free to dig through, like, see what you have. My partner goes, well, do you have any, extended sizes? Do you have size 16, 18, anything? She's like, oh my God, yes. She says yes, and then turns around and frantically, we got these are 32s, and now she pulls them up, and they are the width of my neck.
And they're 32? Okay. So are we trying to make fun of this person for trying to help you? You said they frantically started digging for clothes. Like, why are we trying to make fun of them for springing into action to try to help you?
So I already know. No, that's not even a plus size, girly. Like, that's a thigh. Okay.
Right, until she shows you the label and it is a 32. And then you're like, oh.
Okay. Anyway, she's frantically, I have this, and I have these ones. These are 12s. Oh, blah, blah.
Why are we trying to make fun of her for trying to help you? I don't understand where the animosity is coming from.
Frantic, like,
she frantically tried to do her job to help me. What the heck?
Cold sweat, woman's pits are sweat down to her hips immediately, like we asked this question.
Are you sure? So, when you come to the store and ask somebody for a garment, and they try to help you find it, you're just sitting there like staring at them, judging them the whole time. You're like, look at you, sweating bullets, freaking out, trying to find a plus size garment. Like, what the hell? I wasn't like sweating bullets and freaking out. I said, just one moment, ma'am. Let me go look. And then I casually started looking through the bin. I don't know why you're trying to portray me as some kind of psycho.
And my partner asked this question just because it's easier to ask that than start digging through an entire bin of clothing.
And this lady just started having a stroke. She started stroking out. She's like, plus size garments. Plus size garments. Lady, take it easy. I just asked for a size 18. What is the problem?
Whatever. If you get your own clothes,
She literally started having a heart attack right in the middle of the store, and I had to slap her awake. Lady, snap out of it. Lady, it'll be okay. We'll go to a different store. Calm down.
know what sizes of clothing you have. Anyways, this girl is like panicking. So anyways, we're both like, oh no, it's no big deal, whatever.
She was panicking. Are you sure?
And she's like, are you sure? Like, I swear. Like, absolutely panicked.
Why are we enjoying the fact that we're panicking this poor woman? Look at the smirk on her face. She's like, she was losing it. She didn't know what to do.
And one, I was like, girl, have you had enough interactions with fat girls that you're now afraid of fat girls? Did you think you were going to get in trouble? Like, what was going on?
If she really reacted the way that you said she did, yeah, she seems terrified. She's like, what? Hold on, I'll get you a plus size shirt. Hold on just a minute. Take it easy.
Anyways, if you do markets and you have clothing that is like vintage and is just extended sizing and whatever, market that. You're gonna find your people and you're gonna sell out on your clothing. If you have a sign and it's like Lulu's Boutique and it doesn't tell you the fact that you go vintage shopping and you purchase sizes from extra small to 4X, market that, okay?
Or you could just go to all of the clothing stands and look at the clothes that they have. If I were in the market for plus size vintage garments, I would just go to all the different stands myself and look for them. I wouldn't expect them to put every single thing that they have on the sign. You want them specifically to write that they have plus size vintage garments on the sign for you. Everybody else that shops at these stands just walks around and looks through the bins or whatever.
Okay, there's places in Denver that I just found out have some vintage clothing that have plus sizes. My girlfriend and I went and we got like 6 pieces of clothing. I got a Lucy and Yak like romper 1-piece jumpsuit.
They make those in adult sizes. Okay.
Brand new, tag still on. Anyways, rant. But market to the fatties because we will shop at your store.
They market to whoever buys most of the clothes.
And I'm sorry, but if you're a skinny bitch and you got a little market booth, I'm walking by you.
Okay, well, it's your loss because I actually have a ton of dope plus size vintage garments. I just didn't put them on the sign. I thought people would like come and look. So you're the one missing out here.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're missing out on all my dope plus size vintage garments. Your loss.
You don't have the clothes for me? I'm not giving you the time because I can see from afar that your sizes go up to medium. So anyways.
Okay, you actually can't tell from afar that my sizes only go up to a medium. What are you talking about? Okay, so her complaint was that they don't have signs telling you whether or not they're selling plus-size vintage clothes when you go to the swap meet or various other places where individuals are selling clothes from little stands or whatever. She thinks they should advertise their plus-size garments better. She's just gonna keep walking by if you're a skinny person selling clothes. I actually had the dopest set of plus-size garments among all of these people, and you just kept walking. Lucy and Yak, dude, I have Bridget and Jeff. Okay, so we had an interesting set of clips in today's video. In that first one, the person was breaking down because they couldn't find any fashionable plus-size garments. There were plenty of plus-size garments available, but none of them said, "She's arrived." Whatever the heck that means. In that second clip, that person was complaining about brands reducing their plus-sized inventory, and in that third clip, the person was complaining that people weren't advertising their plus-sized garments at the swap meet better. So personally, I disagree with all of the aforementioned, but what do you think? Leave a comment below. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.